Okay. Okay, hi everybody. Yeah, I'm back. So today I will be doing reservoir, the MacRitchie Reservoir. I think I already included some history I have with this location. I think every Singaporean knows this place because we have to go attend this. We call that the cross country running every year, and then we have to go through the mud, the leaves, the twigs, and then there's mosquitoes and everything, and I hated it. It was like it's the most disgusting thing that I can do. Yeah. So anyway, so I recently went just to go and take a walk with a mask on. Hello. So we can start now. Okay, so let's not waste the streaming. Because I'm using a free software which is called Lightstream, so I don't get free. You have to pay to use it, and me being a cheapskate, I don't think I should pay for it because I don't really use it as part of my job or work. So this is the picture that I took. It was like about nine-ish in the morning, and yeah, let's start with a pencil. So I normally start with a pencil sketch, and this is like simple in a way because it is at a mirror image. So I can divide this piece of paper into two like that, and then I can have the same drawing on both sides. So what I'm planning to do is to ink the top and also maybe the sides where you have the foreground vegetation, plants, foliages, and below the horizon, I will be painting it using maybe a dry technique. So it's gonna be just another weekend wash as usual. Just thinking whether I should have a. No, I think it will not. Should I have it equal? I may have it equal. Okay, so it will be equal from both sides. Yeah. So let's do this. And then we divide it into two parts. So this is going to be where that point, the slope, the foliages will stop like that, and here as well. Not sure if y'all can see it, if it's too bright. Okay, doesn't matter. Just if anybody is here and you can't see anything, do leave me a comment to tell me that you can't see it. It's not very it's not too obvious to you guys. This is really quite a simple piece, and I think I will rely a lot on my watercolor paint. I hope it works because yeah, otherwise it will just be this part, and there will not be if the watercolor effect fails, it's gonna be rather sad. So just a little bit of the foliages. Yep. So it's pretty simple. It's just gonna be like this. Then what I'll do is maybe I'll just divide it into start drawing out the outline for the bushes, the trees. Of course, we're all staying at home, but recently there was like a public holiday, so my husband and I decided to visit this place with our mask on, just to exercise. So we actually walked there. I think it took us about 2 or 3 hours to walk there from where we stay, which is about 10 kilometers away. We treat it as a good exercise. In fact, we went through several places. It's going to be really, really simple. Maybe I'll spend more time with the silhouette. We'll see, especially this part and here. Then for the I think what I need to do is to spend more time or make sure that I really make the best out of this area and this area where there are actually things to see, because otherwise it's really just water, blue paint, and if it doesn't go well, it will be a flop. So now it looks like this, which I guess is fine. Okay, I need to. There's some of these details that I need to put in. These are subtle details, but they are important because it tells you a lot about what this place is used for. So why I'm planning to use it for train, which is the prom for October, is because it's there are people training normally there, because it has like a kayaking association, or like the club is situated, or they have the clubhouse and all the facilities and the equipment in that area in MacRitchie Reservoir. And because of this COVID thing, I think all the sports events or sports activities are stopped. So, you could see all these normal training stuff. So this is really where they do the actual paddling. I think it could also be for dragon boat, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, so they actually marked up the lanes for people to do the canoeing, but because of the COVID thing, nobody can train. So this place sort of loses its reason for being. So it's quite sad to see it like that. Okay, it's very quick. So this is how it will look. Really nothing much lah, huh? It's really a lot of drawing. No, painting. Painting will do most of the work. So I'm using this is for drawing, a Mervy pen. This is in 0.5. I may use a Xinghan later. So it's going to be, what's that? By the way, this paper that I'm using is the Fontaine paper. I have a blog of it, which I think I've already mentioned last week. Hey, hello. Hi, Nancy's. Hello. Oh, no, it took me a while to get this all started. I finally managed to get it started. And you didn't miss much because I was just doing the sketch, the pencil draft, the sketching, laying it down. Oh, offline. Oh, am I back online? Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Just let me know, yeah, in the comments if you can hear me. Because I think I'm just talking and talking and talking and I can't, I don't know if people can hear me. So as I was saying, you didn't miss much because I am doing this. Just started the inking. Yes, hi, thanks for confirming. Because otherwise I will be like, is there something wrong? And I'll be so stressed. So as I was saying, what was I talking about? Okay, no. Anyway, yeah, I'm using this pen here, for drawing, and yeah, and the paper that I'm using is Clear Fontaine's Fontaine paper. I think the paper is really quite good. Maybe it will become my new favorite soon. In a while. Yeah. So as I was saying, this place used to be for our annual track and no, what do you call that? This cross country race that the whole school has to participate. And I hated this place because I wasn't very athletic. I mean, I'm still not athletic, okay. But I really used to hate sweating and doing all the physical stuff. So can you imagine asking someone like me who hates physical exercise to go run in a forest trail? I cannot imagine. And it's so hot. And I don't know why I'm there. It's not like I can beat anyone or win any medals. It's just a waste of my time. Anyway. But really, I think it was like we have to go there every year. So I don't really think it was somewhere that I would like to explore until like now when I'm out of school and no longer, visit that place. So recently I went and there were a lot of monkeys. Yeah, I hate it when my shoes get dirty because I have to wash them and we have to wear white canvas shoes and you know how difficult it is to clean. My mom like made me clean. Yeah, I know I understand about the mosquito. I really hate them. They tend to like just flock to me. I don't know why. Maybe because my it's my blood type. Like they say that they are like attracted. It's said that mosquitoes are attracted to people with O, blood group O. I'm not sure how true is that, but I do get like quite a lot of mosquito bites. Yeah. But recently, in Singapore, we are concerned about also dengue. Dengue is like mosquito transmitted viral disease again, and people in my house, in my home, get bitten by mosquito flying around, but I didn't. I don't know why. So maybe dengue mosquito don't like me, or certain mosquito like me, they have a very weird preference. But I think repellent, now the repellents do work quite well. So yeah, maybe it's not such a big concern anymore. So in fact, that recently when I went with I actually just finished up that whole bottle of repellent just in case, like I don't want to get bitten. And luckily I didn't get any bites. But then I spent more time walking there because uh we didn't drive because the car parks were closed. So we walked from our home, and it took us about 2 or 3 hours. Hello, Muted Spark. Oh no, it's so early for you. So sorry. What's a good time for you? Wow, it's 2:25. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should do it in the afternoon. But you can't find like a time when everybody's around. Sometimes it's that difficult. It's good time for me now because it's the morning, and I hope I can finish like the drawing plus the painting in like 2.5 or 3 hours. So that's why I do that. I mean, I chose this timing. I'm so sorry. But do let me know if there's a better time, and hopefully it will fit everyone. Because no, it will never fit anyone, but hopefully it will fit most of the people. Okay, this pen is a little bit out of ink. Let me change to the one. Okay, there you go. Yeah, better, much better. So how's everybody? Life? You managed to go out anywhere? Not even sure. How are you like able to get out the house at all? Because we actually went out of the house to go to this place, and it was quite interesting because we saw monkeys, like a lot of them. I think when people were allowed to go out, there were just people feeding them, and when we are all like stuck at home, these poor monkeys have nothing to eat, but they didn't turn aggressive, which was lucky. Oh, great. Yeah, trees are fun, but I think I need to work harder. I think my trees are not so good. I tend to just scribble, like you just scriggle the leaves on. Um, yeah. I'm actually thinking of doing some kind of botanical. No, I won't say course, but maybe look for certain trees or certain plants and just draw them properly, like follow the shape. Because now I'm really just oh looking at the overall shape, but I'm not really following how the trees look. And it would be good if I can actually find a way to do that. Oh, Nancy, you only get to go to the mailbox. Ah, yeah. Well, at least we do. We tend, they allow us to get out, so we could go and do jogging and things like that. Okay, see you, Muted Spark. Thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you. Have a good night's sleep. Finish your 40 wings, okay? So touched. I don't know. I'm not the kind who will just wake up in the middle of my sleep. I'm the kind who falls asleep, and and nothing can wake me up. So I always say, like, if anything happen, if there's an earthquake, I mean, there's no earthquake in Singapore, but if there's an earthquake, I'm like the first to die because I will be sleeping. Yeah. So anyway, as I say, we do get out, so we do get to go jogging and things like that. So I hope it'll ease up soon because some of the countries are actually opening up and people could go out. So hopefully soon we all get to really go back to our normal routine. Although, like the introvert part of myself or me, really quite like this work from home thing because I need to work, um and we are made to work from home. So I'm quite liking it because you do things at your own pace and people can't just drop by your workstation and just chat with you, which I think is good because can you imagine you're like in the middle of focusing on something? Oh, wow. Homemade flower bouquet. Is it from a neighbor? Yeah. Bye, Mr. Spot. Good night. Homemade bouquet. Wow. You mean as in they grow, yeah, flowers at home? Ah, I see. What watercolor crayons are you using? I don't really use watercolor pencils or crayons because I find that they are too time consuming to use because the the tips are so small. So sometimes, you I cannot imagine having to, color away. And watercolor is so much easier. But what do you use, Nancy's? Uh, I used to use Stabilo. Stabilo. Oh, that's so nice of the person. Sometimes your neighbors make a difference, especially in times like this when you can't go out and meet your friends or people that you normally hang out with. So appreciate them or appreciate people. Oh, oh wow, you have watercolor everything. I only have watercolor pencils. I used to have a box of crayon, but I gave it out. I think it's like crayon stick, pastel crayon stick kind of thing. Yeah, I still prefer like watercolor because it gives you like more fun. I don't know because when you drop it into water, it just does its things on its own. It just disperses on its own, and you don't really know like how it will flow. Yeah, that's why I prefer that watercolor paints, and you can cover a larger area. And I mean, I am very impatient, so I cannot imagine coloring a big area. What do you use it for? Like your small paint? Is your painting small, or you know? Because I cannot imagine using color pencil crayons on and color pencil. Yeah, those media on small things. I think I'll die. I'll cry out. I do need to like top it up a little bit more here. So as I was saying, I think drawing trees are fun. I may think of a way to draw more trees. So anyway, recently I've been watching sunset from my balcony at home, and I realized I get quite decent sunsets. So I will be drawing more of that. But it won't be a urban sketch, because I think nobody can capture a sunset with urban sketching. It can, I mean, yeah, you can, but maybe it will not be so accurate, because I have been watching only recently, and I realized that the colors can change very dramatically, like in a matter of like seconds. Like it can look like that, right? And then in a while, it will become like totally change. It will be another piece altogether. You look different. So, you can't just like stand there for that 5 minutes and then think that you've seen it all, because it will just change like that, which is very fascinating, I think. So I'll be catching more sunsets at home. I didn't know that I can catch them so well. Maybe because there are less cars on the road, so the pollution is less, and we get to see less clouds, less smog, and things like that. Oh, I see. Oil. Uh-huh. Acrylic. But why do you? I haven't tried oil. I recently tried to do some acrylic, but my acrylic is really like the, I don't know. Let me show you. Maybe you can let me know if what I'm using is considered acrylic. I have these tubs, like this. They sell it as a acrylic, but I'm not sure if they are acrylic or just poster paints. But I quite like the colors. They're quite vibrant. Yeah, but I have been using this to paint my evening skies, and I think they are a bit like, I don't know, like sticky. Like, so this is what I painted yesterday, the day before, with the acrylic, and I quite like it. What's a good acrylic paint that I should buy? I don't think I'll do oil because of the turpentine. I think my nose can't stand it. Yeah, but I really want to maybe try get into acrylic a little, because I find like it's like watercolor. Actually, do you add water to acrylic? Uh, yeah, I am using it neat, but I do try to add a bit of like water to it. I hope I'm not doing it wrong, because otherwise how do you tint it, right? If I want to make it a color slightly watery, slightly diluted. I know like with oil you use turpentine to wash and to tint it, but for acrylic, oh okay, really, I this is all I have actually. Maybe I should go get a good set. Do you have any recommendations? My tree is looking very bare still. I think I should get acrylic maybe when this whole lockdown circuit breaker thing is over. I'll go get a small set just to try. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's something that I want to use as well. What's the difference actually? Have you tried both? You tried gouache and acrylic? Oh, tempera. Tempera is the one with egg in it, right? No, I cannot imagine painting with egg, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, oh, it's okay. I am sure there are like a million and one YouTube videos that people make, on what paints to buy and things like that. So I'll go look it up. Or maybe since I'm just trying out, I might just get like a cheap set. We'll see how. Yeah. But I have a friend, sketcher friend, who's really good. Hello, Vaughn. Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. You didn't miss much. I mean, just a little bit, just this part. But it's okay. So we were talking about paint gouache and acrylic. Do you use one? I I'm thinking of like getting into them because I have these little tubs here, which I think are acrylic, but I am not so sure. That's why I'm asking for opinions. Yeah. So this piece is pretty simple. There's not much inking to do because it's really about the watercolor. So I'm like actually a little bit stressed. I hope that it will look okay. I don't know. I don't really have a concept of how different I'm gonna make it from just dumping water into paint and things like that. Oh, you don't? Oh, Mijello. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Tempera. Okay. I only use watercolor, so I. Oh, Mission White is gosh. Okay, maybe I should try. So cute, right? The names. Mission Gold, Mijello, right? Mission Gold is for watercolor. Mission White is for gouache. Oh, do they make oil? I wonder what they call. Mission Red? Actually, as I said, like in a previous video, I've been wanting to try Mission Gold paints, but somehow I can't find it in Singapore. They do sell it, but it's in like a big, huge set, which I don't want. I don't want to buy a set anymore because I have so many watercolors and I may end up with more. Ultramarine blue. Yeah, all those blues that I have are like either I bought them by mistake or they come with a set. So I think yeah, they already have a in a set, and it's crazy. Like if I buy more sets, I'll have more of the same colors. So I wonder. I think the best for me would be to buy in like a fixed tubes, just tubes that you might want to try out. But I think it'll be fun to try oil. I think there's also this thing called like water soluble oil. Not sure if you guys have tried. It's supposed to be less smelly. And I think Kusa Kabe has this acrylic. No, it's not acrylic. It's some kind of like synthetic paint that behaves like an acrylic and watercolor in the same time. Don't know if you guys know. I find it interesting. May get it to try once this whole lockdown thing is over. Yeah, I like to try out new stuff. I think yeah, people all of you know, right? Like I've been talking about all these like buying of new hoarding stuff, buying stuff. And recently I also got very interested in making own watercolor. Yeah, I may share how to make separating watercolor in a video soon. Graham. Yeah, I should try to get the Graham paints. Oh, I see. Mission Goal is not pro. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't have these. Maybe I should go get the glycerine and the ox scale and the, what do you call that? The gum Arabic. They really? Why? Has it got to do with maybe the temperature or the humidity? Maybe it's too dry or, but then again, I don't have a problem. Oh, wait, I have problems with some paints. Like they will shrink. Like I'll usually like squeeze them into a half pan, and then after that, I will let it dry, and then I'll use it as a cake. Like I use tube as a cake in a cake form, and some of them really like dried up, and the you know the pen just shrinks. I don't know if I can show you guys. Nah, this is still okay. I have a few tubes that are crazy. Like one tube, I think it's from Zecchi. Zecchi is a Italian brand from Florence. I like the color, but I don't know why it just, it just dries up. I'm trying to open my pen. This is not from Zecchi, but this is Maya Blue. So can you see that like it has shrinked out like from the tub. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And I don't know. It seemed to me like something is missing. Like something has like evaporated. I know it's water, but it feels like a lot of things have evaporated. Yeah, I know. So when they crack, when they crack, or when that happens, I usually, that's why when I paint, right? Because I always use cakes. I mean, I use dried tube paint as like in a cake form, and I always spray water to reactivate. I mean, it's not the same, of course, but at least it's more convenient, and it still works. Yeah, but I guess the best way is still to use them straight from the tube. But I don't paint so much. I mean, I don't need so much paint. Maybe for this one, I do need. I'll think of what blue to use, because I really have like a lot of. I may change the bottom, like here. I may change it to a more turquoisey color. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Then yeah. And like I think I have friends who actually say that in Singapore it's so damp that the paints can get moldy. I haven't seen that before. For mine, for what I for my the paints that I have, but I've heard that their paints turn moldy. Bulletproof. Oh, bulletproof. Wow, sounds cool. Oh, nationwide. But for gouache, I thought you're supposed to like keep it moist, like, right? Because I have a sketcher, friend who's an urban sketcher, and when she goes out to sketch with us, she always brings like I don't know if you know Priya. She brings out like a case, and all her gouache will be in like a tub like this form, and you'll still be moist and everything. So I have not tried it, so I don't know how it's supposed to be, whether it should be, dried up in a cake form, or it should be in a tub form. She did like there was like a workshop that I could attend. I could have, attended it, because she's like a good teacher. So we'll see when this whole thing is over. There's so many things I want to do. Learn new techniques, go out to sketch again. We still have like 2 weeks before, and I think there's no guarantee yet, like whether we can go back to normal. I last heard that it's not possible to really go back to normal. Ah, I see. Oh, I know, bulletproof. You mean that kind? Is it this one? This one? I don't know if supposed to keep it. Or maybe this is not. No, I think, yeah, there's a watercolor version. But I didn't get it. But this is the palette that I got from that place. And actually I have this one as well. It's called the Magic Palette. It's supposed to keep it moist. So there's this like surface. So, and you can keep your paint all moist like that. I got this from Taiwan, but I didn't use it because I find that there are just two little tubes. Yeah. So, oops. Yeah. Sorry. Can't resist bringing out all those stuff. I have a few of these boxes actually. Okay, great. Thanks. I'll check it out. California. I'm not sure either. I hope they release us soon. Anyway. Okay, I can't really see this part. Oh wait, there's a pavilion. Pavilion. I may have moved this a little bit too far, so maybe I need to stop. Probably about here. Oh, let's not add a pavilion then. There's actually a pavilion at the end here, but it's much further away. So I think I'm not going to add it in because it will change the perspective a little. I mean, not perspective, the paint, the drawing a little bit. And this part, I'm not so concerned because the foreground, they are foliages. So I'm just going to draw in all the foliages. Wow. Okay. Let's start. Oh, should I paint it instead? I think I'll just draw it in there. Well, for us, we can go out to jog, so we can actually get out of the house. We can go out to buy food and grocery necessities, but we have to keep ourselves they call it safe distancing. You have to try to keep yourself as far away as you can from the person next to you. And it's really quite bothersome because when we go and do grocery shopping, we have to bring our identification card, and we also need to log in using the QR code to say that I am logging in, I am visiting this place on this day at this time, and when you get out, you are supposed to log out as well. So can you imagine if you I don't know. It's really very bothersome. But I mean, it's for our own for our own good, and it's also for easy for them to trace. So if there's an issue, someone who has been working at that location has been found to have the COVID, then they can trace back and they can tell you to quarantine yourself. Because I think now the biggest problem we have is like getting to know who has been where, and they call that contact tracing, and that is like thing and they are most concerned about. So they also have, I think they still do, like they have dedicated people call up all the close friends and people that the patients have access to, or have been spoke to or been in contact with. I don't know whether, because now we have like 20 over 1,000 cases. Don't know whether they have changed that, whether people are still doing it actively or not. I'm starting to feel like this piece has two little things. Let's hope I make it up with watercolor. Sometimes when you choose a painting to draw, it may look nice, but when you draw it, you paint it, you realize that maybe it's not so good. We'll see, we'll see. You know, let's not jump into conclusion now. Maybe the watercolor will make it look okay. My messy plant. Oh, how do you, Nancy's? How do you get your groceries and things? Do people, you get it delivered to you from the stores? Because it's really, quite crazy for them not to allow you to come out. And if you live alone, how are you going to get the supply? And it's all by home delivery. Yeah, Mom, I'm not supposed to like visit my parents. I don't live with my parents, so they live on their own. And they tell us like it's for their own good to leave, not to visit them. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel okay with that. I think they are all alone at home, and it doesn't make sense not to visit them. So but it's for their own good. So I hope this whole thing will get better and I can see them again soon. Oh, yeah, but shadow, you could dilute the colors, make it, or you can actually think about it like, oh, maybe it's shadow from another direction, and maybe just change it up and do what you want, do something different. Oh, that's good. Good that you had help. Is it arranged by the state, or you had friends to help you? Because there are also a lot of like people living alone here in Singapore, and we always worry like that they will not get help readily. It's gonna be a lot. So anyways, I was describing how I'm going to do this piece is that I will be painting here, painting the reflection. So this is water. So I'm going to paint the reflection over here. So there'll be more watercolor to do for this piece than the inking part. So as I said, I think I mentioned before that I try to make my drawing as complete as I can. Meaning like if I'm not going to do watercolor, it will still look good. But for this piece, I think it would be quite difficult because I don't think I will be shading the piece. It's gonna take like too long, and I think it would be a waste of time because why do that when you can use watercolor? So this piece will be like an exception where the bulk of the art is in the watercolor wash. So I am a little bit uncertain about how it would look. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. No, that's nice. Good for you. Good for you, Nancy. Where do you post your pictures? I remember you said you didn't have like anywhere that you would post. Because it'd be nice to see what you're doing and looking a little bit weird. So this is a part sometimes like your artist instinct tells you like it's a bit wrong. It's really no explanation, what makes you feel this way. I mean, I'm no artist, but sometimes I think I've seen enough painting to know like it will look or will not look good. I think especially this part. I find that it's not dark enough. Oh, I thought there are free websites that you can try, like WordPress, right, or Blogspot. Those are free, so I think it'll be good to sort of maintain like a presence or somewhere that you can just put in your drawing, so that you can have like a record of what you're doing. I don't know. I think that would be a motivation to continue doing art and making that available for people to see. But I used to have a blog, but I don't know. I don't blog much because I really don't know what to say. I can speak. I mean, I can talk to people, but I really don't know what to type. I'm not very good with like writing, so. Oh, okay. Do you ever? I used to have a Deviant art account as well. People there are quite fun. They are very encouraging, and it's really quite a joy. But I don't know why I stopped posting. Maybe because there's just so many platforms nowadays. Like there's Insta. Now I'm more an Instagram person because it's so fast, and like you just post it, and like within the next minute you have people feedback, and it's just so instant. Yeah. I think when I started off with this whole art thing, right? I had a Deviant art account, and then I also had like the Flickr. Yeah. Yeah, I just post them. WordPress. I think for WordPress there are two versions. There's a version that is like a more official. Like people use it to make like professional websites. I think it's called WordPress or org, and there's another one which is WordPress something else. I don't remember. I used to have no. I was using Blogspot. Yeah, but I now have my own website, so I just move things to my website. Although I really don't know why I have a website when I don't really write that much. I do sell stuff, but I don't really make much sale, and I don't know. So I just kept it there. It's just like a motivation. Like, okay, if you want to see what I'm doing, there you go. Just go and see it, kind of thing. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. I see. I didn't know. I have wigs actually. I didn't know. Mm, okay. No wonder. I didn't know they bought. Okay, now I know. I actually have wigs. My web page is my website is made on wigs. It's easy enough to use. Um, yeah, but I haven't got many visitors. Ah, but it's okay. I'm not looking to be the best seller or getting famous or whatever. It's just like a record. So if anybody wants to know more about me, can just go there and check it out. I think it's always good to have this. Just that for weeks, yeah, there's a free version, so you can try out the free version. Uh I also have a Tumblr, right? Tumblr, but that was it's really just for browsing stuff. I don't really post much there. I don't. Yeah. Uh, hmm. So anyway, I think I might be done with this soon, and then I'll erase away the pencil marks and start the painting process. So today's session is gonna be like shorter than the last time because of the owing to the complexity of the painting. So it's not really that complex. So I didn't really have much inking to do because I think inking for me takes up the most time. So because this one has less inking to do, I can finish it up earlier, and you guys can go and rest. Yeah, because it's very hard to find a time when everybody's awake or when people are available. So I chose this because it's most convenient to me. Yeah, okay, I think this is how it would look for now. The thing about ink and wash, right, is that after the wash, I can still ink it. So if I find that it's not so nice, I don't think it has the effect that I want, I can still ink it. So let me keep these again, and I will prepare my watercolor for today's session. So I have this one, my normal, and this one. Okay, this is my watercolor palette. This is the accessory watercolor palette. So I have two watercolor palettes. Okay. So I don't really have much space here because I'm working on a desk, and this desk is actually quite small. Okay, do let me know if you can't see anything. Okay. Okay. Yeet! Just got pain on my hands, my finger. Okay, so I'm gonna erase these away. Really nothing much to erase today because there's not a lot of inking. I think I may need to bring out my mop, which is, just give me a moment, yeah? I need to throw this away. Okay, I'm back. You can see this. Oops. Ah! Okay, sorry. Okay, I dropped my earphone into my pane. Okay, so next, what I'll be doing is I'll keep all my pens, and then I'm going to take out my watercolor brushes. So today I'll be using the mop. I'll be using this mop, this for the flat wash. It's the Taobao brush, the round brush, dagger. Maybe this one as well. I don't know what you call this. Liner. Yeah. So when we're ready, we can get started. So I have a lot of like wires dangling here and there. Can you see actually? Oh, I'm so sorry. Better? Okay, so I am going to do let me know if you can't see, okay? Yes, water is here. That so that's like one of the most important thing. And the rug. Okay, wait, is it a little bit off? How about this? Better? Okay. I hope it's focused. Because the problem I have with this setup is I can't really focus it very much because I'm holding it with something. Let me try it again. Okay. And I'm holding it on my handphone holder, which is on top of my painting, and I can't really focus. So I hope it's not out of focus. It may be a little bit off. Oh, it's a little bit off. Okay, let me adjust it back. Can I? How about this? Like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now focus. Okay. Let's do it. Is it better? Yeah. And like I don't really have much space, so later on I can show you guys how this whole thing looks like. It's so I don't have hands. I don't have my can you hear? This is actually my dustbin. I have a garbage bin over here, and my palette is actually over here. So I have to hold my brushes. Okay. Anyway, you'll see. Okay, I think I'll just sit down. Okay, first I will be just the same, what I normally do. We call this activating the paint. Okay. As my friend Jenny always say, this is called activating the paint. So this as well. As you can see, I actually place my painting below. So it gets a bit of that water. And then I'm going to press record because I'm recording this. Planning to make a painting video later on when I have time, like on YouTube. So, okay, let's start with the blue. So I am going to use the blue-gray and the blue-gray, gray-blue or blue-gray. This is from Shinhan. And then I will be using the Indo. No, I think I'll use my favorite cobalt blue, deep blue from Sminky. I hope I don't use the wrong, deep into the wrong pen. It happens, Okay, so next step is to I think I've already done it. Let's do it again. Okay, just to wet it. Make it sufficiently wet. Flat brush. Pick it up. Let's pick up my gray blue. Okay, I don't think you can see the mixing because I really don't have space to show the mixing. So, okay, flat wash. Okay, it's too dry. I think people who have seen me paint would know how I normally approach it. Messy is the word. So later on, what I'll do is for the clouds here, while it's still wet, I will try to create some kind of cloudy effect by taking the paint away. Maybe I should start using this is really quite a good brush. This is from Rosemary. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look. And it's gonna extend out down to the bottom. If you notice, I actually haven't brush or wet the bottom of the paper, but it doesn't matter because we are not looking. We can use the brush for this purpose. So now I have to think about how to create that cloudy effect. cloudy effect, create the clouds. So you can actually use a tissue paper. I think this is like the easiest way to just dab off parts that are cloud. Another way is to just drop water. So it will be like just dropping. So your paper has to be quite good to be able to take this kind of abuse to a lot of water and things like that. Might look a bit blotchy. So another way is then to also use paint the underside of the cloud. So I'm going to use the deep blue. I think a bit of burnt sienna. Either burnt sienna or... yeah, I'll use burnt sienna. More of that deep blue. So I'm mixing it now. So remember, it's a mirror image, so I have to make sure that I have something similar here as well. And here, a little bit of it here. So I find that to make grey is still the best for you to mix your own grey, which is the burnt sienna and the blue, ultramarine blue. That's still like the best, in my opinion. I think I'm missing some these spots here. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so anyway, the water is done. Okay, next I will wait for it to dry a little. So which means I will have to... I think just now I mentioned, like previously, maybe later I will put a shadow, because if you can see from the picture, there's actually a shadow closer to the side. So I'll paint maybe a turquoisey or a purplish. No, purplish. Okay, purple shadow over here, just to say, to show that I'm actually in a shade. Okay, so let's wait for it to dry, because we don't want to make these colors disturb the color. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll start on the plants, the foliages. Okay. I think I mentioned a few times that I like to use the Queen Gold. This is Daniel Smith. And I always mix it with the beautiful phthalo green. Yeah. So this will be very fast. You know, there's really nothing much that I need to do because it's really about the reflection and things like that. So I paint light from light to dark. Okay, I'm just doing the very bright areas first, just with green gold. And I add a little bit of sap green to it instead of using the phthalo green. I'll reserve phthalo green for later. And this as well. Okay. Then I also like to add like a little bit of permanent brown. What's this permanent brown? Oh, no. Okay, what I'm using here, okay, it's a little bit of a brownish, reddish brownish color. This is garnet genuine from Daniel Smith. It's quite a nice color to use. I think it's also time to use the sap green because sap green is really, the lower half is in reflection. Yeah, yes. Because I'm actually standing. Can you actually see that these are trees on the in a foreground? I'm actually standing behind, and on top of me there are a few trees, so it will cast a shadow in front over here. So I'll do a shadow later on over here. Okay, so I'll do the sap green. Let's add some sap green. Not much of a diff, so I will put in my phthalo. Phthalo is, some people don't like it. Actually, a lot of people don't like phthalo green because you have to mix it very much. You have to mix it, and it can be quite it can be quite a lot of work mixing phthalo green. So this is Indian red. I'm using Indian red. I quite like this color, Indian red color. Just wondering whether I should use a dark blue. Nah, it's okay. And then what I'll do is also I'll use a dark, maybe the same cobalt blue deep, just like as a shadow color. Oh, I need more of that. Indian red, cobalt blue deep, deep blue. It's really a cobalt blue, even though in the tube it looks like when you actually press it out from the tube, it really looks like a ultramarine blue. So this is the bridge in black. Okay. And then more of the phthalo green, green gold. Unfortunately, y'all can't see the mixing because otherwise, you won't be able to see the full painting. Just a problem with having a small workspace, and also because my filming equipment, it's so makeshift. More of that sap green, some of that phthalo or turquoise. Quite like turquoise green as well. Oops. And drop in some of the yellow. Here as well. I don't even know what colors I have. I think this is actually lavender, but it became green. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Let's do more of that mixes. Okay, sure. Bye, Vaughn. See you. Bye bye. Have a good day. Anyway, there's always the playback, and normally I will post it on YouTube. So if let's say you can't watch the whole thing, no problem, because I know everybody have different time zone, and it can be difficult for people to catch the painting online live as it's happening. So always feel free to just browse back or go back to the live painting section, and it's the same, only that you can't hear me talk, but you don't have to hear me. I mean, I'm making a lot of weird comments or things like that. So I think there's actually like a little backwash over here, but I think I'm just leaving it as it is now. I quite like this like unexpected weird stuff that can happen. Weird, right? Okay, so what I'll be doing right now is trying to put in the colors for the foreground. Which is here. So this is the foreground where there are some of these shrubs, trees, the foliages and things like that. Yeah, okay. So I think I would be using a mixture of different colors just for the fun of it, because otherwise it's gonna be a little bit boring. But it will be generally quite dark. That's what I'll do. This part is a bit too dark, so I'll be lifting it off. Yeah. So this thing about watercolor is you can lift off as you like. Anyway, okay, let's continue. Do let me know if you have any questions. Okay, like why am I doing things in a weird way? I don't do. I didn't study art, so sometimes I don't follow the rules. So I can just tell you what I am doing, but why I don't know. It just feels right. Okay. Yeah, I did. So I had a little bit of bluish tone, then I had purple, blue, and this is like a little bit of a brown. This is pigment piemontite. I don't know how you pronounce that, but this is a pigment from DS, and it's nice granulating color. So I may wanna, so as I said, I will try to repeat probably this set of colors over here later on when I do the shadow, so that it doesn't look too odd. Then I almost forgot this part. I haven't painted the reflection yet. This is going to be like a super short. I can see it being done quite soon. My brush is like kind of big, but I can use the this one, maybe better. Yeah. This is the dagger brush from Rosemary. Okay. Again, it will be just like a nonce like that. Okay, this part here, we'll do I won't wash, but I will just add, oopsie, is it here? No, it's this one. So I'll do is I'll just wet this area like that. Okay, till here. Then I will just put in a very light queen gold wash. Then I'm just gonna drop more colors in. Maybe I'll use the brown. Where was my brown? Which brown was I using? Oh, Ghana. Different manufacturer of paint when I mix them. No, actually no. I think I actually intermix a lot of colors. I have palettes by so many. I have paint from so many brands, and so far so good. I don't have any big issue with them mixing. Except I think I heard that for some of the paints, they actually have more certain component, like more ox gel or things like that. But for me, I have no problem because I find that my paints are quite uh, general. Like it's Daniel Smith, and these are very common colors. Like, and nobody seem to have any problems mixing the colors. Do you? Do you have any problem mixing them? I don't think it's an issue. Yeah. Maybe I'll add more of the blue over here. Although I find that certain colors are more opaque looking than others, but generally after painting it, they tend to just be merged. Like for example, Shinhan looks very opaque, but actually when you paint it after drying, it's transparent. It looks transparent and sort of merged with the other colors. So I don't find that as like a big problem. What's this? Ooh. Okay. So what I'll be doing later is I'll just use a dry brush to do the details. Just setting up the stage here for later. Letting it dry a little bit before I continue. Still looks a bit, I think it looks a bit lopsided. But then again, that's how it is in the actual painting. I think I'll just use a set green. Sometimes my brain don't think so well, like now. I think my brain can't really think that well. Maybe it's too early. I don't know. Oh, you mean cheap brands? Yeah. So when I think it makes a big difference. It will change the way. I think you should start as as you can. Start with the professional colors because it really makes a big difference to your painting. I've not really, like my first watercolor paint when I started painting seriously is Winsor and Newton. Okay, because we could only get we in Singapore we can get art materials at Art Friend, which is like one of the most, it's not popular, but it's one of the most readily available art store. Like, because they have so many um, branches, so you can just go and get your art paint, art supply anywhere, because there's definitely a branch somewhere. So when I was there, when I got my first art supply, it was they had Winsor and Newton and Taylor Ronnie. So I was like, professional versus school. I was thinking, maybe I should just get a professional, since it's like maybe I don't remember, $2 a tube or three. So I just got 4 tubes of paint. I still have them. I don't really use them because the colors are just damn odd. Like, I got turquoise as a blue, and I got a transparent yellow as yellow. People get lemon yellow, but I don't know why I got transparent yellow. Oh, I heard gum. Yeah, I heard of that brand before, but I don't think it's available here. It's just I don't know why they have such an expensive paint, watercolor paint in Singapore. And then slowly, when everything gets more, when more people do art, you start to see all the other makers come in. So it is interesting in a way that, it changes as the time goes, and you can change the color, brand of colors. Yeah, so as I said, I started off with really good colors, but I didn't know what color to get, so I got a really weird color combination. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here because I'm waiting for it to dry. So this thing about watercolor is waiting for things to dry, which is, I don't really like it. Maybe I'll do this part, but then I realized that actually some of these actually went from this part went from the painting on this side over to the cloud. Well, I'm not going to do anything about it. I think it's how watercolor is. I think I'll just leave it as it is. What I'll do next is I'll do the shadow over here with those colors that I was using just now, that like a good mixture. I mean, similar to this. So yeah, the thing about a mop is that it picks up so much color that everything that you have have to really make a very concentrated. It's very hard to make a concentrated mix with a mop. So I'm trying to get the color out from the mop. It's just kind of tough, but yes, I'll get there. Then the turquoise. So I'm just putting everything in one. Turquoise is easier to mix. And then what else was in there? Okay, the brown. So it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna do this. I hope it makes sense to you. Sometimes we have to just experiment a little. I need more of that purple. I think even, okay, what I'll do is also to leave up certain parts, because if you look at the picture, there are certain parts there where the cloud shows. So I think it's good to just take out certain parts to respect the clouds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just leave it as it is now. Okay. And then I will do this up later when this has dried. Yeah. We are always humid and we are always no dry, but you at least get some dryness. I don't get any. We are just always humid. It's crazy. So now we are waiting for paint to dry. I think what I'll do is I'm thinking of stopping and then maybe finish it up, and then I'll post it on Instagram. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? I'll do it on Instagram, the finished painting. And I may actually make this into like a YouTube video. Like, I don't know, maybe not. I'll see how. Okay. And then I can maybe just sort of dissect out how this painting works. And yeah. Okay. So uh actually it's not done yet because I have to paint this part and this part. But I think it's going to take a long time for things to dry. So I'm just going to end now in about a few minutes time. Do let me know in the comments. I don't know whether you can comment after this. If you think that I should, what I shouldn't have done, or what I should do, what other things I should do. Oh, so how do I share this with you, Nancy? What if I put it as a cover? Maybe I'll put it. Okay, I'll change the live paint. Also, I'll post this live video, and then I'll put the cover as the finished painting, so that you see how it goes. So you see how it looks. Is that all right? Okay. So as I said, if you have any issues, I mean, if you think that something that I need to work on, if there's anything that you think I should change, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed the chatting and you have enjoyed the painting, looking at me paint. And I'll see you. Thanks, Nancy, for joining. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. And I thank you the rest, Vaughn and I think MacRitchie Spark, who both of you have dropped by just now. So yeah, I'll see you soon because actually I only have 4 hours a month on the free plan. So I've really used up 1.5 hours today. And maybe I can only have time for like one more next time. No, I'm just doing this for fun. So I'll see you. Stay safe and you can't see me, is it? And bye. Bye.